Hello everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new in-shop concerning the Chimera, the tier 8 British premium tank that just hit the shop for, if I remember correctly, I think there is a $50 offer and one at 40. So is the tank worth it or not? That's the question. That's why you're here. Let's first talk about the pros and the cons. I'm gonna give my opinion on the tank later on during the replay. But concerning the tank itself, it has an amazing gun. I love the gun on this one because if you follow my channel for a long time, you already know that I love tanks like the T-34-3. I love tanks having big guns. I don't mind long reloads as long as you have big guns with big alpha damage. And this one has a huge alpha damage. So to me, the pros would be the alpha damage of the gun, also the gun depression, the fact that your turret is not gonna handle shots, but at least you have a huge gun mantlet which will bounce shots effectively. So yeah, that's for the pros. Also maybe the mobility. I truly love the mobility. I thought at first when I bought the tank, I saw that the maximum speed was 34 kilometers per hour. And I thought, okay, so it's kind of an FCM 50 ton, but instead of it being a heavy tank with a medium playstyle, here we have a medium tank with a heavy playstyle. And I was surprised. That's what I expected from the tank. That's why when I was about to do the review, I said to myself, hey, I'm pretty sure the tank is gonna be shit. And it turned out completely different in my mind. I'm shocked at how this tank performs in battle, because with this kind of mobility and this kind of gun, you can truly punish your opponents. Maybe you have a bit, there is a lack of penetration on the big gun, meaning that it's gonna be frustrating, of course, because with your long reload time, if you bounce, it's a bit boring. And also the fact that you have a British, sorry, hull, and therefore you don't have the best armor ever on the sides, at the rear, but also the turret. The turret is not armored at all. If people don't shoot right in your gun mantlet like the T-34 did right there, it's impossible for you to bounce. Of course, if it's tier 7s, yes, you're probably gonna be able to bounce things, because I think you have around 210 millimeters thickness of armor, of effective armor on the turret. But yeah, that was for the pros and the cons of the tank. Now, how do you want to play it? How do you want to play this tank? If you already own a T-34-3 and you play it correctly, I think the gameplay are not really similar, because you have really better gun depression with the Chimera. Therefore, if you use it like a T-34-3, sorry, you're gonna be exposed. But with this one, what works perfectly fine, at least for me, is of course the hull down. As long as you can only show your turret, don't stay too long in front of your enemy, because if you do that, they are probably going to be able to penetrate your turret cheeks, especially if they are tier 8s or tier 9 tanks. But against tier 7s, yes, you can hold down. Try to shoot as fast as possible, because if you're using the peekaboo technique, for example, hold down peekaboo, you are gonna make great things out of this tank. For example, here, I was surprised with this game, because look at this, I'm going 50 kilometers per hour. I was really expecting this tank to be a heavy tank in World of Tank Blitz, and it turned out completely different. That's great. Look at this, I take my position at the beginning of the game, and I can start punishing mistakes of the opponents really quickly. Look at this KV-3, for example. We aim, we go for a shot, easy. We have 0.29 gun accuracy, because I'm using the right equipments. Therefore, I don't even need to aim, and that's what is great about this tank, because you don't need to aim with your big alpha gun. Therefore, you can play it extremely well in the medium, and you can surprise your opponents. And most of the time, they're so afraid of your gun that they don't want to try to get to you. You're gonna see here, for example, I'm having fun on the KV-3, but the Tiger 2 is coming my way. Is he gonna push? Of course he is. It's a Tiger 2. He's thinking, hey, my armor is OP, can't really penetrate me. Oh boy, are you wrong. Now we go for a first shot, and look at how many hit points we can take out of the Tiger 2 when we when we shoot with our gun. That's all about the gun. Honestly, if you don't like long reloading tanks with big alpha damage, don't buy this one. It's clearly not for you. So now the real question is this tank or not a tank you want to have in your garage, and if you want to have it in your garage, why? Of course, collectors are gonna say I want it, but despite that, is it a good tank overall? In my opinion, I love it. I love the tank. I truly think it's worth it, but the problem I have with this is the price. It's so high. 50 euros for tier 8. Nah. You just put the T55A for 20 euros in the shop less than 3 days ago. And no, you can go on, and even if it's the new tank and everybody wants it, no, you can't do that, man. 50 euros, it's too much for this tank. So if you're rich, no problem, go ahead, go and buy it. But if you are regular, don't even try it. Here I died, of course, because I rushed and took the shot, because I thought it had 400 alpha damage, and then I checked and it had the 440, so I died a bit like a retard, but that's how it is. So yeah, honestly, with this tank, as long as you know how hold down and peekaboo works, you can do great things with it. I didn't have the chance to play it in tier 9 yet, but I think in tier 9 you should play it in peekaboo only, because most of the tanks at tier 9 will penetrate your turret regardless of your gun mantlet. So now let's really focus on the game, the ace tanker game. It's right there, and I'm gonna comment the game only and not talk about the tank. So I'm using my my mobility to take advanced position, because I really want to get in my position and try to cross on the left side before the enemy team can actually shoot me. So I'm turning my turret on them, because I have higher chances to bounce them if they shot on my gun mantlet than if I show my side my turret side armor. And we go for a position. We try to take our hold down position. I'm gonna stop there, because here they can only see my turret. I see the M6. I go for an HE on the side, because I know the side armor is weak, and boom! That's the first shot of the game. Really nice shot here, and with a big alpha damage. You see clearly with HE on this tank, you can completely destroy your opponents. If you penetrate, of course. Now, I'm in a pretty good position, because as you can see, they are all trying to camp, or they are all not pushing, they're all waiting for us to do something. But on this map, it's not really effective to do that, because there are a lot of holes from where you can be actually shot. As we saw it for the M6, for example, or as we saw it also for the L-Sync. Second HE, and look at this, 2 shells. The M6 had been shot by 2 shells of mine, and we nearly killed them with these 2 shells. It shows you how impressive the alpha damage on this tank is. Mistake here, I was expecting the T23-3 and the L-Sync to watch my my lies, therefore I went a big brain dead here trying to get shots, and it resulted in me getting a third of my HPs gone. But we don't care. We don't care. We stay focused. Now, I'm gonna try to get the KV-3 without being spotted by the L-Sync and also the T23-3. It works perfectly because my team is supporting me on the back. The K9 can't really do anything against me. Easy gonna be able to reach his position before I can shoot. Yes, of course, because of the long gun reload. Now there is the T26E4. I really wanted to try something different here. I wanted to go for the side armor, but it turned at the very last moment, so I tried maybe sometimes, you know, on the T26E4, when you shoot at the tracks when they are a little bit angled, you can penetrate. Here it didn't work. It happens. We don't care. We still have a lot of things to do. We go for a right click on the T23-3 and boom! Poor thing. Poor little fella. Can we maybe get the K9? As you can see, I'm not trying to move from my position. Why am I not moving from my position? Because it's the perfect one for this tank, especially in this kind of composition, because I have the whole team in front of me and they can only see my turret. And as long as you can only show your turret to your opponents, you're gonna be extremely effective. Now, we pull back for the reload. By the time I'm reloading, I'm not even spotted, therefore I can come back, shoot the 30, and by the time he realizes he can shoot me, he misses and goes for a shot on the rock. Now, I'm deciding maybe to try to help my team. It could be a good idea, but at the very end, I saw that the 30 and the T23-3 are completely destroying my team. Why is that? Because there are nobody actually being able to get to them, because My team, they're all no life in my team. That's my turn to do something. I want to move, but first, before moving, I want to get a shot on the T-23-3. Unfortunately, I saw the 30, but he died before my shell went in. Now, I need to wait 10 more seconds. I'm hoping for my team to hold back, allowing me maybe to kill the T-23-3. We are waiting. He's coming, he shows himself. Boom, we go for a shot, we kill him, and now we only have to deal with the very last one, the T-2064. But it's still a dangerous situation, even if I'm pretty confident on the win at the moment, because we're in a 2 versus 1 situation, and the T-26E4 doesn't seem to be the best guy ever, because as you saw, he went alone on our right side of the map. And now we are gonna use our great alpha. I don't want to take risks. I go for an HE because I'm pretty sure my HE is gonna do at least 50 damage, especially if I shot on the weak spot of the T-2064. It does 2 kills, nearly 5k damage, and we have our ace tanker. So, I hope you enjoyed. By the way, I just want to make something clear why I did that much amount of credits. I was using credit boosters. Don't lie. I don't want to lie to you saying, hey, this tank is having an amazing credit coefficient. It does have a really good credit coefficient though, but not that much. It's because of my credit boosters. I hope you enjoyed the review, and tell me in the comments, for those of you who bought it, what you think about the tank. Pantoufleee, over.